Alright guys, so in this video, I'm just going to be touching on the free agents that I haven't talked about yet. Like, let me just go down the list here. Like, Kirby Yates signing with the Braves, Jacob Stallings to the Marlins, John Gray to the Rangers, Byron Buxton, extension, Cord Kluber to the Rays, all that stuff. So we're going to go ahead and get right into it with Kirby Yates to the Braves, because that's the first one that popped up on my list, so we're going to go ahead and go for it. Alright guys, so as you know, Kirby Yates is a relief pitcher. I think he's been out with Tommy John surgery the last couple of years, but I'm pretty sure he's coming back in 2022, and the Braves got him on a 2-year, I think $8.25 million deal, and Kirby Yates was, I don't know if you guys remember, but he was a very good relief pitcher before he had Tommy John. And I think he's just going to keep adding to that Atlanta pitching rotation and bullpen depth. And I like this move by the Braves. Can't wait what they do with it. Can't wait to see what they do with him. Alright guys, so next move we have is Jacob Stallings going to the Marlins, and I really like this move because it's for 2 years. It's a good sample size if they want to sign him back after the second year. But I really like this move because the Marlins, I feel like they haven't had a decent catcher in a long time, and Jacob Stallings, he can be offensive at some points if he wants to, I guess, but he's mostly a defensive catcher. And that's fine because they have other offensive guys that they just brought in, like Avisail Garcia and all that stuff. But I really like this move by the Marlins because they've been lacking a catcher for a couple years. I mean, I know they have Jorge Alfaro, but he's a non-tender candidate this year, and he played a little bit left field. So he wasn't a full catcher this year. And now they have this guy that he's got good defense behind the plate, which they've really needed. He can hit with the stick a little bit, not too much, but I like this move by the Marlins. Alright, our next move is we have the Rangers signing John Gray to a 4-year, $56 million deal. And I really, really like this signing by the Rangers. It's like one of my favorites in this video because I think John Gray is a big breakout candidate next year just because in Coors it's definitely a hitter's park, and although we had like at least a 4 ERA there, I think it's going to drop down significantly because Texas is a really hard park to hit at, but Coors is not. Coors is a very hitter heavy park, so I think he's just going to have a bounce back season, career year. And I really like this move by the Rangers because it gives them some depth to that rotation. And I like this move. We'll go to the next guy. So now we get into the big guns here because, as you guys know, probably, Byron Buxton was a big trade candidate, even though he wasn't a free agent, I don't think. He was a big trade candidate this offseason, but the Twins are going out there and paying him $100 million for 7 years, and I mean, I think he could have gotten more, but definitely his injuries have set him back. He has not played more than 100 games in any season in his career, and I think he's somewhere around 30 or something, but he has not played more than 100 games in any season. I think that really he could have gotten more than $100 million deal if he wasn't getting injured all that much. But I really like this move by the Twins because it's almost like you're underpaying him, even though it's really not. And Byron Buxton is really going to be that face that they need in their franchise. And he's just all around a great player. He's got speed, he's got athleticism, he's got defense, he's got offense. He's like a 5-tool player, and he's got base running. So I really like this move by the Twins, and I hope you guys do too. We're going to go to the next guy. Next, we have Cord Kluber signing with the Rays for 1 year. I am stoked about this deal for the Rays because whenever the Rays sign a starter or bullpen guy, they can see something I know they can see something that they want to like change or build on, and they just did that with Corey Kluber. I don't know if we're gonna see like prime Kluber again, but him going to the Rays is a great fit because they're all about pitching depth and stuff. And also he just gives that rotation with like Shane Baz and everybody else there like a little bit of a veteran to like help them in the clubhouse and just to learn from and all that stuff. So I like this signing by the Rays. I like all of these signings really because none of them have been bad signings. But we're going to go to our next guy is Avisail Garcia, and he signed with the Marlins. I'm beyond happy for the Marlins. I'm stoked that they were able to make this trade because they're really going out and getting big bats now. Like Avisail Garcia went off last season with the Brewers, and I'm really excited for him to bring that fire to the Marlins because they don't have many great players. They've got a couple stars, but I think this guy is going to really help them in 2022. And if they maybe can somehow get Castellanos or Conforto or another nice power outfielder, then they can maybe do some damage in 2022 and beyond. Definitely better than the Nationals. I know this happened a little bit ago, but it's a really good signing. And the Miami Marlins have extended Sandy Alcantara. They've extended their ace, and I love this signing. This is like the biggest signing I think that I'm going to talk about in this video, just because he's their ace. I mean, they don't have much. Okay, their pitching is very good. I'll give them that. Their young pitching depth is really good, but none of them have proved anything. This guy really has proved that he is a top-of-the-line ace for most teams, and I'm glad that they extended him because he can bring that fire to the rotation, that number one spot he has, and I don't think anybody's taking that away from him. And he just signed the extension, so they probably won't, and the Marlins really are expecting the ace level pitching like they've had the past couple of years from this guy. So I really like this move by the Marlins. I like this move by Alcantara. I don't know if he's an ace everywhere. I think that's a good move staying there because I think the Marlins are only getting better. I just talked about two moves that they've made, and I'm really excited for both. Now we're going to get into Hector Norris, and I was a little bit puzzled by this move by the Astros for 2 years, but I can see they tried to add rotation depth. But with Hector Norris, you're getting top-of-the-line, best reliever in the game, or absolutely terrible, blows 3 or 4 run lead like nothing. And you just never know what he's going to do. If that splitter's working, he's great. If it's not, he's terrible. But I feel like the Astros have a better bullpen staff than the Phillies, you might say. So I feel like they can help make him better, and he can get that money after he goes with the Astros for 2 years. I think he can become a good, solid reliever with the Astros, and I'm happy for him because I didn't know if he was going to actually get paid at all this offseason, so I'm happy for him. Our next guy is Michael Wacha, and he signed a 1-year deal with the Red Sox. I was a little puzzled by this move because the last couple of years, I mean, I'll give it to him. His first couple years in the majors were spot on amazing, but his last couple of years have been like really atrocious with the Mets, Rays. I mean, he hasn't done much. I mean, maybe they've signed him for a specific lefty or righty group. I don't know, but I was a little puzzled by this move. If you guys are, leave a comment. But, I mean, I guess I like this move, but I also don't because Michael Wacha isn't too great. He's going to have like a really good year to show me that he's back. But I just don't understand why the Red Sox really did this. I mean, I guess to add depth. I mean, you can always use pitching, but we're going to go to the next guy. Now we're getting to a big name, the man, the myth, the legend, Wander Franco. He signed a huge extension. I think it was like 12-year, $182 million extension or something like that. And the Rays, they never pay these guys a ton, but they're really going out and getting Wander Franco. Like, this guy blew up in his time in the majors, and he's so good. Like, the fact that they have him for 11 years longer till like 2030. Oh my God. Wow, 2032. Oh my geez. That's a long time. Oh my. I just realized how long that is. But the fact that they have this guy that they can build their whole franchise around for like the next 11 years, and the fact that they're going to pay this guy is so mind-blowing to me, because the Rays, no offense Rays fans, they don't pay their players much. Like, they're one of the cheaper teams, and I'm just stoked that they're actually going out there and getting guys like Wander Franco, who is going to tear up the MLB. I can definitely see one, if not a couple more MVPs in this time, which would get him even more money. And I can see Silver Sluggers, Gold Gloves, all those awards I feel like this guy's going to get in his career. And the Rays have luck on him forever now, I think. I feel like it's forever. And I'm so excited for Rays fans, because your team is finally going out there and paying people. Alright guys, so this is going to be our last guy of the video, because I've done a good amount. So our last guy that we're going to talk about is Kendall Graveman, signing, I think, a 2-year deal with the White Sox, 2 or 3, I think it's 3-year deal with the White Sox. And the White Sox, I think, really are in contention for best bullpen in baseball right now, because they've got Kendall Graveman, they've got Liam Hendricks, and I know they have Craig Kimbrell. I know they're going to trade him probably, but right now, as it stands, they have the best bullpen in baseball, even along with the Brewers. But this guy absolutely went off last season, and now he's getting paid. I like that. I like that the White Sox have control of him for 3 years, because I think that he's just going to stay his stellar self the next 3 years, especially in that park. But he just brings electricity to that bullpen, along with Liam Hendricks, and I cannot wait to see that duo. They're one of the best 1-2 punches in a bullpen, I think, in baseball, if not the best, and I can't wait to see what happens. Alright guys, so this is where I'm going to sign off here. I think I talked about most of the guys that signed before I made this channel, which was Saturday, I think. I'm going to sign off here, though. I hope you guys have a great day. Stay safe. Do nice stuff. All of the above. I'll see you guys later. Bye.